Thank you so much, Ellen. It's so great to be in Scottsdale, Arizona, among the wild things. They're everywhere, slithering, crawling, hopefully not biting. But John Carter is hitting theaters, and I spoke with Lynn Collins. She plays the actual Princess of Mars. She's the emotional anchor of the film, and here's the interview. Well, Lynn, welcome to Velvet Red TV.
Thank you.
When we're around all this nature, when do you think that you've been the closest to nature in your life, little girl to now, just really out there enjoying the world?
I think it was on this movie. There was this Lake Powell in the sort of Arizona-Utah border. And we were on, it was what we used as the River Is. And we were on these little boats. And I just felt the waters, just ancient water. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the space of this place that had been inhabited by nomadic people, and then you still can feel their energy. And I was in the middle of a shot, feeling this intense bond with, I'm part Native, and so I was like, and I'm wearing like stuff that looks like I look part Native. It was a amalgamation moment.
Well, let's jump to the next world. What are your thoughts on life existing on other planets?
You know, I think we all have in us that desire to be mirrored, you know, as individuals and as a society, like the desire to have other, so we can see how we are, to see the difference so that we can see ourselves. That's kind of how I see our sort of obsession with it. Of course, I would like nothing more than to see something different and living and intelligent and communicate with it. But, you know, is that going to happen in our lifetime? Will it ever happen? Who knows? I think that they'll find microbial, residuals.
Sure.
But
good word, microbial.
Yeah, but as far as like, beings with big heads or people like us, I think what is sometimes more interesting to me is the physics notion that we're living in many dimensions and that you could be living in all dimensions at once. Mm-hmm. That to me is sort of more of an exciting idea now than actually an alien. Even though I play one.
So I'm sitting next to Oscar-winning makeup legend Bill Corso last night. Now, he's responsible for getting these amazing red tattoos on your character. Tell me about your love-hate relationship with these tattoos.
Actually, there was only one time when I freaked out, and that's when they put them on and they
were freaked.
And they were like, well, here's a scrub, like a scrubber thing, and go into your trailer and try to get, and I was like, they're not coming off. And I came back into the trailer and I was like, this is what I'm gonna have to do every day. They're not coming off. And then what developed into like this really beautiful ritual that we had, which was I would come in and I would sit down and I was in a thong and Bill didn't care and we'd put the tattoos on and all very quiet with lovely music and put the makeup on and put the face on and the hair would come on and then I was ready and I was prepared and I was calm.
What do they say? What do they represent?
That's actually something that I only know about one of my tattoos, what they represent.
Let's hear it.
There's one on the back of her hand that you rarely see because she's always wearing...
right, the silver kind of bracelet.
And that is the symbol of her father. So each child is stamped with their father's signature, so to speak. Now, what happens with the rest of them, that's what I want to know. And believe me, I've asked the question, and it's like, well, we'll see.
In closing, I have to ask you a Velvet Red TV fashion question. 120,000 Swarovski crystals all over you. How does that make a girl feel when you're wearing that kind of an elaborate dress?
It was so empowering. It was challenging to say, I am enough to embody this.
Wow.
It was slightly embarrassing at points. There was what nobody knows, and I'll tell you now, there was a whole belt that went under and through and up my crotch. So it was incredibly uncomfortable.
Well, You are the Princess of Mars. Will there be another one? Will there be a Princess of Mars?
I
Yes.
think
Why not?
why not?
Why not? Let's
Why
not
not?
split hairs
Let's do
here.
it.
Princess of Mars. Lynn, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
All right.